So talk about something else.
Well, I was saying, I think...
We don't have to talk about nothing else. We could be done right here.
All right, I'm going. Say less.
That's a bummer.
Kodak Black is trying to talk music in his new album, Dying to Live, but while interviewed on Ebro in the morning, things got a little personal, and he decided to walk out of the room. Now Offset, he wants to go home for the holidays to his love Cardi B and Baby Culture, and Cardi's also clapped back at fans who were claiming that her entire relationship was all for publicity. Now Bhad Bhabie, she's down under in Australia, and a couple fans, well, they wanted to get hitched, so she invited them on stage. It's super cute. Also, YouTube Rewind, it's officially become the most disliked video in YouTube history. We'll have all that and more in just a second.
I'm in the hospital.
You lie so much.
Send the location.
Number one. What's going on, guys, or what's going on, fam? It's your boy Michael McCrudden, and welcome back to Famous News. Now, yesterday we did a bit of an oopsie. It appears we pissed someone off because I've had a bunch of people unsubscribe. This has never happened to me before in my YouTube career, and I'm trying to figure out exactly what went wrong. Now, for those of you guys who like what we're doing here, we appreciate all the support. Be sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, and share these videos with your friends. They can get a whole rundown of everything going on the internet in one video. We appreciate all the support. Our main story is Kodak Black walking out of an interview with Hot 97. Now, just yesterday, Kodak was on the trending page with his new track, Testimony, and he's out there promoting his album. He's also, he's got to sit down with the press, although it's not the best time for the man because there's constantly an elephant in the room. Talking about his charges.
Bodak Yellow blew up 3 years later, and you own parts of that record too, right?
Of course. Yeah.
His interview with Hot 97, it went on for a total of 15 minutes until talk went beyond music. Now, a little backstory, Kodak is scheduled for court in April of 2019 after he was accused of sexually assaulting a teenager in February of 2016. Now, his court date, it was scheduled just like a week ago. So you can imagine it's the last thing he wants to talk about. But the interview, well, it kept just going in that direction. And then Ebro, he dropped a bomb.
Looking at all your cases and everything you've been through, and I know the recent one right now is very sensitive, but we take sexual assault here serious, and we can't get into details, but we hope, to have you back so we can have a deeper conversation about that.
Ebro went on to say, this is a serious topic, and we're hearing these stories a lot. Followed by an uncomfortable moment of silence, while Ebro's co-host Rosenberg, he attempted to diffuse the awkwardness in the room by asking Kodak if he believes in the moon landing. And, you tell me if you think it worked.
What the fuck y'all talking about?
That's when the interview turned sour, and Kodak Black, he looked noticeably upset. Like Ebro and Rosenberg, they just couldn't let it go. They continued by saying, "You seem upset that I brought it up." To which Kodak replied, "I feel like sometimes when dudes like me going through shit, like y'all be entertained by bullshit. So change the subject or I'm gonna walk out." Finally, after neither party backing down, Ebro suggested that they didn't have to talk about anything else at all. So Kodak, he decided to leave the interview. Now, of course, the conversation, it continued via social media. Ebro took to Twitter. "I was trying to have a balanced convo with Kodak Black and not ignore the serious allegations against him, but also not ask specifics to make his situation worse. And he want to get an attitude with me? Nah." He continued, "I never asked Kodak a question about the case." Now, with Kodak facing some serious charges and consequences, you can imagine this was an elephant in the room situation. There's not a lot you could say. With cameras and recording devices, it's just never gonna go in your favor. So I can understand the man walking out. All right, let's move on to Cardi B because there's a lot going on with her breakup with Offset. Now, sources close to Cardi, they've stated she has her up and down moments where she thinks there could be a chance they can salvage the relationship, but then Cardi B is also very upset over the cheating situation. She is very torn and is trying to stay focused on business right now. Now, maybe if Offset took a page from Travis Scott's book, perhaps that might work in his favor.
I guess flowers always make women feel good. Ooh, Coach is mad because I took the phone so I could record this. He was watching Baby Shark.
Now, she doesn't want to co-parent Culture, but isn't quite sure if they can make the relationship work. Cardi B also stated that she's very much missing Culture while in New York City, and then she recently clapped back at trolls who claimed that her split and her relationship, the whole thing's a giant publicity stunt. She stated, "I wouldn't put my family in a bad name for no effing publicity, because at the end of the day, 10 years from now, my daughter, she's gonna be looking at these types of things, and is gonna be asking me about these types of things. My relationship was never fake. I met this dude, he was on my ass, I gave him a chance, and we fell in love with each other. Things was not always gravy, but at the end of the day, we are two different people, but we never did anything for effing publicity. You think I got pregnant? Could have ruined my career for publicity? Hell nah! I love reading Cardi B quotes. I really should get a little more ratchet on those. Now, she went on to say, I don't regret anything at the end of the day. I have my daughter. She's beautiful, gorgeous, funny, and I love her. She also posted an Instagram video where she stated, let me tell you mofo something, it's getting more and more expensive to maintain us women. It's not like early 2000s and shit where you give a woman $100 to get her motherfucking hair done, nails done, eyebrows done, whatever. Want the gel set.
And some hoes like me, you know what I'm saying, want Swarovski crystals.
All right, we got a really heartwarming story about a young couple out in Melbourne, Australia, and they enlisted the help of Bhad Bhabie for their recent engagement. A guy by the name of Johnny, he's a young actor. Well, he messaged Danielle's mother about his intentions to propose to his girlfriend, and her mom, along with Danielle's management, they got to work organizing the whole thing.
Who is that? That's your boyfriend?
Yeah.
Can he come too?
It's super cute, and Johnny, well, he's since made a video on YouTube where he thanked Bhad Bhabie, he thanked everyone.
Thank you, Bhad Bhabie, for that. Danielle lit. And it was all planned, it was all known, they knew about it prior to the show.
It really made their life. Yeah, I can't say it made their day or week. Their life, right? Forever they'll have that story. Maybe Cash Me Outside could be like the person that ordains them. Through sickness and health, cash me outside. I do. How about that? Officially today, YouTube's Rewind, it became the most disliked video of all time with 10 million dislikes, beating out Justin Bieber's music video for Baby. I feel like that was like a decade ago. Now, two stars who were left off the project, they've not only become neighbors since, well, they have big plans for 2019. Following the phenomenal success of Shane Dawson's docu-series, well, he's moved out of his humble apartment and into a brand new spanking mansion next door to Jeffree Star. I don't know, they're neighbors, maybe they're down the street. The two are not only living side by side, they also have plans to work together in the new year. In a tweet, Jeffree stated, in 2019, Shane Dawson and I are gonna bring you a new series that's never been done before. Holy shit, I'm excited. All right, let's move on to what's trending on YouTube. Now, the promotion of Jason Momoa and Aquaman, they've nabbed both the top spots on YouTube's trending page. Now, one's by a traditional media outlet and the other's by a YouTuber. So let's take a look at who did it better. First up, we have Aquaman on the Graham Norton Show.
2 weeks ago, I just finished Aquaman. Yeah.
Wow.
In Australia.
So that's in Australia, and here you all are celebrating your birthday. So this is your family. I mean, not all of them, just I think the ones at the front of your family.
And now we have Jack Septic Eye sitting down with Jason Momoa.
Came back to LA at 21. Didn't know anything about acting and started getting into classes and didn't want to live by a telephone waiting for someone to call me, and I couldn't find an agent.
I think Jack did a good job. I feel like he came with a lot of great questions. It was honest. It was there was a good connection there, and it's weird because you think a television show would be like the less campy version than a YouTuber, but now the world's working the opposite way. Whoa, I just blew my own mind. All right, let's talk about what else is trending. We got 10 versus 1 speed dating, 10 girls without seeing them. This man had a whole lineup of ladies, and he had to go off personality. Take a look. He's, well, his senses, they seem a little vain.
Okay, so the first one that I'm kicking out, and I apologize again, is Brianna. The energy, I guess, is just different.
Also, Avril Lavigne is back with a new music video for Tell Me It's Over. Good old Avril Lavigne. She's from my neck of the woods, a Canadian gal, 2 years my senior. She also has a thing for Canadian rock stars, having been with Sum 41 guy and Nickelback. Huh. Why do I feel like I have a slight chance in hell with Avril Lavigne? Anyway, let's move on. Rice Gum, he's not on the trending page, but he has a video gaining some serious traction. He's got these new Instagrammers must be stopped. And of course he's talking about wide neck and long neck. I love it.
Yo, can I even show this? Like, I feel like I gotta blur out the neck or so. Like I made a video a long time ago where I roasted some other dude about a long neck. I think he beats him though.
Moving on to what's trending on Twitter. Now, there was a robot in Russia who was announced as the country's most high-tech AI. They also had it on national television. It was seen dancing. It was interacting with a large crowd. It looked like some serious technology. But then it was later revealed that this was just a dude in a costume. Yeah, it brings me back to the days of like the space race. The Russians, they're falling way behind. They're definitely not catching up to Boston Dynamics. I mean, they're building some shit that's in like Black Mirror, right? I kind of want to make it before they were famous on Boston Dynamics. All right, let's move on to what's trending on Instagram. Now, there's a video about a Florida man accused of double murder, and the man started, the man started screaming God repeatedly before being denied bail. It's also already turned into a meme.
God! God! His facial expressions and his mood seemed off.
All right, moving on to who to follow on the come up, and of course, Babe of the Day. Now, first up with who to follow, we have Miss Claudia Makeup. She's a 21-year-old girl. She lives out in Ireland, and she does tons of great makeup tutorials. She like transforms herself into a zombie. She's done Venom. She's done Killer Clowns. The girl can actually do absolutely anything she wants. Turn herself into anything. She also sent me a really sweet message. She's been watching for a long time. It was awesome. And she's from Ireland. She got me. I want to keep shouting you guys out, so keep hitting me up with DMs via email or Instagram. I appreciate it. And your babe of the day is also the person for on the come up, because we're killing two birds with one stone. This girl's already a bona fide star. Her name is Alexis Sky. She's from New York City. She stars in Love and Hip Hop New York. And well, she's an ex of Fetty Wap. She's also got 2.4 million Instagram followers, and we've reached out to her to do her before they're famous. I also followed her on Instagram because, hey, not bad. All right, guys, that's all I got for you in this video. My name is Michael McCrudden. Thanks for tuning into Famous News. Now, we want to know what happened yesterday. Got a bunch of unsubscribers, and that's never happened before. It's actually got me a little like, what the hell's happened? What did I do? So let me know. Also, help us any way you can by sharing these videos, subscribing, and post notifications. We appreciate it. I'll see you guys in another video.